Hey guys, it is What If Senpai here. Um, Today I'll be doing the White Hair Demon. So yeah, I left off at Naruto, Hinata, and Hinabi going to the academy. Prior to going to the academy, Naruto and Hinata, Naruto went on a mission. Well, his own mission. Naruto found out that there was a Uzumaki compound. He then realized that it might have jutsus and stuff like that. So he headed to Uzogakure. When going to Uzogakure, he found a red-haired girl named Karin. Karin was a small but beautiful red-headed girl. When she first saw Naruto, she was scared. But when she saw the sign on Naruto's back, which is the same sign that's on her back, she realized that he was an Uzumaki. Naruto then then asked her her name, and she gave it, saying it was Connie. Naruto then asked Connie if she knows where all the scrolls of the Uzumaki should be, because I think I should have some opportunity to get them. I can't excuse me that word. She then said that only royal Uzumakis could have got into the temple. Sadly, I'm not a royal. Naruto then places his hand on the door and it opens for him. And Karin says, well, that means you're a royal of the Uzumaki clan. Naruto then goes in and he finds the scrolls, money, and weapons. He finds 15 katanas, 16 katanas, 16 tantos, and one sword, one long katana. Well, one short but longish katana. Then Naruto grabs all of this and places it in a scroll. Then he goes further and he finds tons and thousands of scrolls with nature releases and Uzumaki seals, techniques, and jutsu. Naruto then goes to another place and he sees a temple, well, a chapel. He goes in and he finds the mask that Orochimaru used to bring back the four Hokages. The four Hokages. Naruto then takes all of the masks and places them in a scroll. Naruto then gathered all, made 1,000 shadow clones to get material and like clan posters and like clan anything that had an Uzumaki sign on it. And then he brought Kain back with him with the help of Flying Wanjin that he learned from his father's jutsu thing, whichever. From the Uzumaki Namikaze Hatake library. Naruto then carried her to the Uzumaki Namikaze compound. She was then introduced to Hyuga Hinata and Hyuga Hinabi. She said her name was Uzumaki Karin, and they said hi. Hinata realized that she liked Naruto. She was not surprised of how kind but cold and hot Naruto is. No homo. She then took Karin to the side and asked her if she liked Naruto. Karin blushed and was a little embarrassed but said yes. Karin is not the type to say and to shy away from things, so I would believe she would just outright say that. Hinata would then laugh a little bit and then said, "I guess that." And he told Karin that she, Hinata, she, she and Hinabi were in a relationship with Naruto, although they're sisters. So she asked Karin if she would be okay with them also being in the little harem, you could say. Hinata has learned to be a little more self-confident, and she's a lot more stronger than she is. By the way, Neji is pretty happy since the main branch was kind of slaughtered, but hey, straightforward. No one has ever seen the reason why the Hyuga clan was massacred, or not, well, was nearly wiped. Was the main branch was wiped out, was because the main branch was gonna help Uchiha, the Uchiha, do a coup d'état. So they were also issued to be eliminated. So they were eliminated along with the Uchiha clan. Naruto packs the stuff up that he got, and he placed the Uzumaki stickers and the Uzumaki things around the compound. The compound is the size of the Hyuga compound, which is pretty big, by the way. Naruto then made shadow clones, and then they hinged into random people. Then they went out to gather food, supplies, and other stuff. They then did so, bringing back clothes with the Uzumaki sign on them and the Hyuga sign on them. So, yeah. Naruto then gives the clothes to Hinata, Hinabi, and Kari. Hinata got a tank top with the Uzumaki sign, a black tank top, the Uzumaki sign at the back of it. Hinata, over the years, has grown out her hair, and she looks like herself, a little mini version of herself in Shippuden. Hinabi is the same, but looks like herself in Boruto, but a little mini version of that. She also wears the same thing as Hinata, but they have the Hyuga sign on their shoulder, and yeah. On the other hand, Naruto has a black shirt with the Uzumaki symbol on the back, the Uchiha and hatake signs on one side of his shoulder, and a Namikaze wristband. He has his left hand fully bandaged like he was in Naruto the Last. It's not the shirt from Naruto the Last, but it looks like it. Naruto then has a sword, the one sharp but long sword, the sword of Kusanagi, not Kusanagi, the sword of Totsuka, or the Totsuka blade. The Totsuka blade is has the power it has in the normal anime, but it's actual sword this time. It seals. If you're cut with the sword, it seals you in the sword. Well, it didn't seal you in the sword in canon, but I'm saying it seals you in the sword in this one. Seals will spread across your body once sliced with the sword, and you will be absorbed into the sword. Naruto read that what the sword does, and he's very careful about using the sword. Naruto is now training and getting all his stuff out. He's been sending a shadow clone to the academy. Hinata, Nabi, and Kani has been sending a shadow clone to the academy. The Uzumaki clan has been reinstated as a clan since there's two members now, and the two members pridefully wear the symbol of the Uzumaki clan. Naruto then goes to Um, he then goes to the third Hokage and explains where Karin came from, and he goes ahead and how do I say, tells the third Hokage what he did. The third Hokage wasn't surprised because Naruto does stuff like this all the time. Him and the third Hokage have a better relationship than they had in canon, and they're more like father, grandson, and yeah, you understand. Shit. Uh, they're more, yeah, you understand their relationship by how I was saying it. Damn it. Naruto then goes home and goes to Hinata Hinabi. Well, Hinata Hinabi and Kari. You understand what I was saying. Naruto then says hi and thanks to what they were doing. Hinata Hinabi and Kari giggle at Naruto and say they were just talking about how they were gonna get married one day. Naruto sighs and just ignores them. Naruto Hinabi and Hinata and Kani are one day gonna get married, if you didn't catch on what I was saying just now. Oof. Shoot. But, hey, what can I say? That's Naruto's problem, not mine. But hey, why can't I deal with it? Naruto, Hinabi, Kani go to the academy. Then Naruto, Hinata sit at the back of the class, since being all Uzumakis and all. Then Uruka comes in the classroom. Now, and Uruka says the first thing we'll be doing for today, since the Uzumaki clan is kind of back to the leaf, we will be talking about what they once were and what their clan could do. Uruka then goes on to explain that the Uzumaki clan was one of the founding clans and one of the strongest of the founding clans. It rivaled the Uchiha and Senju, but the Senju and Uzumaki were very close. They were close relatives. They then explained that the Uzumaki also had a Kekkei Genkai called the Chakra Sealing Chains. Then Uruka goes on to say that there's only two Uzumakis in the village. At this point in time, and we have been given information that one is a royal and one is just a normal Uzumaki. And the royal Uzumakis are more of the ones that will get the Kekkei Genkai. They're more attuned to have the Kekkei Genkai, and they have high sensory ability. I think that's how you say it. Wait, high sensory ability. And now, so everybody is shocked that Uzumaki clan was so great, and they ask who is the royal of the Uzumaki. They all look at Karin because she would be the most obvious choice, hence she being a full Uzumaki and all. And they know Naruto's Uzumaki, but they don't really think he is since he's a demon and all that. Well, he's not a demon, but everybody thinks he's a demon. But all the girls love Naruto because, like I said, he's a very handsome young man. No homo. So then Uruka explains that the royal Uzumaki is Naruto, and hence why he has so much chakra. And he's also an Uchiha and a Hatake, so yeah, and a Namikaze. Wait, no, they wouldn't say Namikaze. He said, yeah, you understand what I said. Naruto then, everybody looks at Naruto in a puzzling way and says he's a royal Uzumaki, Naruto. Let me explain Naruto's personality now, and I'm gonna explain Naruto's second Mangekyo ability, which is pretty cool when I think about it. Naruto's personality is that he doesn't really care about anything, but he does care for Hinata, Nabi, and Kari. He will do anything for them and protect them with his life, hence being his future wives and all. He loves them to death and would do anything for them. Once Hinata got sick, and Naruto stayed by her bedside for the whole of her sickness. That's how much he cares for Hinata, Nabi, and Kari. He would do the same for Hinata and Kari, but I used Hinata in his case. She's more likely to get sick. Naruto then, but Naruto, don't get me wrong, Naruto is very cold, and he doesn't really like anyone besides them. He doesn't even really care for Sasuke. Now you're gonna ask why he doesn't care for Sasuke, and why he doesn't hate Itachi, and why he's not hateful. Naruto, it's not in Naruto's nature to have hate, since being a reincarnation of Ashura, and but Naruto, it's been stated Naruto does have hate, but it goes into his hateful self. But Naruto doesn't need to have that, and he already has the nice amount of karma. Naruto will eventually get full karma by visiting his father's grave, but he's not gonna do that yet. He doesn't feel it's right yet. He doesn't want to go to his father's grave, hence, because he will be sad again, and he doesn't want. He wants to do that when he has a stable mind that it wouldn't go off the rails when he gets sad again. At the end of the day, Naruto and Sasuke would have, at the end of the day, Naruto and Sasuke would have a fight. But like, the fight that proceeds in canon. But it wouldn't be like, after the fight, I will explain Naruto's second Mangekyo ability that I find pretty cool. So, Naruto and Sasuke would have a fight. Imagine, Obito and Kakashi's fight that we saw in Shippuden, or the flashback, whatever you want to call it. Imagine that, but like 10 times easier for Kakashi. But it's Naruto in this case, because he looks like Kakashi, I can put it that way. He completely wrecks Sasuke, but the fangirls that I would say in like other videos where I didn't make him popular, they would have said they cheated, but like I said, they like Naruto in this one. Well, fangirls anyways. The whole village still hate Naruto. Naruto then goes home, and Hinata, Nabi, and Kari go to the library to touch up on more seals. Hinata learning how to use sealing in tandem with her gentle fist to like completely seal a chakra point, and the fact that only she can open it again. So, or the seal would run out, but hey, it would be longer than the gentle fist where it turns out for a period of time. So Nabi go to do that. Kami goes to train on her chakra chains and wants to learn how to use them like how Naruto uses them. Naruto does have the chakra chains and uses them like Kaneki's Kagune. That's how Naruto uses his chains, and they come out like tails, but they're not Naruto's tails. You understand what I'm saying? Naruto is working on his Kenjutsu and his second Mangekyo ability. By the way, Naruto's his sword is indestructible. Hence Uzumaki medal and all. No, I'm gonna make it like Zabuza's sword. If you put blood on it, if his sword breaks and you put blood on it, it will re-heal itself. It makes my job a lot easier. So, Naruto trains on his Amaterasu, but he's not Amaterasu. Naruto's Amaterasu, since he's very high fire affinity, and every time Naruto uses fire, the scar that he has on his eye kinda turns into blue flames. But Naruto's Amaterasu flames is different. Naruto Amaterasu flames are black, but at the edges they're blue. They completely incinerate their target until they're nothing but ash. If you do not know how the Amaterasu works. They're like that. Naruto then finishes up his training for the day and puts his hair in a ponytail. Naruto then goes to his bedroom and takes a rest. Hinata, Hinabi, Karni then, when they're finished with the training, do the same. Naruto then wakes up in the evening because they went to sleep. He just went to sleep for a little nap. Naruto sees Hinata, Hinabi, and Karni laying next to him, and he smiles and then gets up. Puts his hair in a ponytail once again because I think he would take it off when he was going to sleep. And he puts it in a bun, not like a ponytail, but you understand. Naruto then goes to the kitchen and cooks some fish, rice, and chicken. Let's say chicken. Naruto then eats it and puts it there for Hinata, Hinabi. Naruto then goes out of the kitchen and starts training again. Naruto finishes training and just goes to the hot springs that are in the Uzumaki Namikaze compound. Yeah, the hot springs. Naruto just takes a dip and goes back to his bed where Hinata, Hinabi, and Kari are still sleeping. Naruto wakes him up and tells him that there's food in the kitchen. Naruto then go and eat the food, and Naruto then goes and he goes back to sleep. Naruto then, after getting up, gets up in the morning. Naruto goes to the academy and does his daily stuff. He does math, English, and other subjects. Then he goes to Ruka, and Naruto and Ruka have a better relationship than they had in canon, and he asks Ruka if he can teach him a new jutsu. Although Naruto can just learn it himself, he thinks as Ruka as a father figure that he never had in his life. Ruka then says yes, pats Naruto's head, and says yes. I'm making Ruka a little better of a ninja than he is in canon. Naruto then gives Naruto the crow summon. He could never summon crows himself because he didn't have a black heart, not a black heart. He never had a cold exterior to have it. Naruto signs the crow summoning contract. Naruto thought it would work of how the villagers treat Naruto. He would have some cold part of him. Naruto would then learn how to summon crows. Even though his Sharingan evolves around the crows, he never actually got a crow summoning contract. Naruto then copies the crow summoning contract by using a jutsu when Ruka wasn't looking. He then pushes it in his pocket and leaves. Naruto then goes home and teaches Hinata, Hinabi, Kari the same jutsu. He sent a Sharingan to do that. And then Iruka then taught Naruto the body flicker. Naruto then learns the body flicker under 10 seconds of first seeing it. Iruka congratulated Naruto, next Naruto if he wants to have some ramen. Naruto does go, and he does get some ramen. Before Naruto gets there, he sees something. He sees a person going to his compound, in the direction of his compound. He tells Ruka to follow him, and him and Ruka jump building to building, and then they find the man trying to kidnap Hinata. Naruto was just about to go down until Hinata pulls out a jutsu that she's been working on. She lion-looking, a shape of a lion, two lions appear on Hinata's hand. This is the twin lion fist. Hinata just hits one of them with the twin lion fist and he's knocked out. I do not know how the twin lion fist works or what it really does, but it's pretty cool in my eyes. And one of the reasons why I love Hinata's character and her skill set. but she could learn to get with the shyness and thing. That's why I did to her in this one. Hinata then, and then Iruka and Naruto are shocked. Naruto especially, because that's one of his girlfriends, and he didn't really know that Hinata was working on that. Hinata and Iruka and Naruto jump down, and then congratulate Hinata for her new jutsu. Hinata smiles. Hinata not being Kairi smile, and and Iruka asked them if they wanted to get some ramen too. Naruto then goes into the house, into the vault, which is full of money because Kushina and Minato left lots, like 2 billion yen in there, and Naruto got like 40 billion yen from the Uzumaki temple. Let's gonna call it that. By the way, Naruto did seal the Uzumaki temple in a scroll, and he did this by like using a scroll to absorb the Uzumaki temple, and he placed it in the middle of the Uzumaki compound. But it's under a blanket right now because it's under construction, and that's where Naruto wants to put all the scrolls and stuff. Because no, that's where he wants to like make a new training facility and an office Naruto wants to use. So yeah, Naruto then goes to get some ramen. Not Nabi get some ramen. You understand what I was saying? So I think this is where I'm gonna end off the video. Bye guys.